Hello out there, and good evening to everyone. Hope everyone's having a great weekend and such. It's Antoine Royal coming at you tonight, and just want to do a quick end of the season recap for the Bulls. Now, as we know, the NBA playoffs are currently underway, and the Bulls did not qualify, obviously, with the season they had. They finished 27 wins and 55 losses. That is good enough for the third worst record in the Eastern Conference, the seventh worst record in basketball, and they finished 24th out of 30 teams. So obviously they didn't qualify. Um, I did see some good things from them this season. A lot more bad than good, but at times they played like a real team out there. I mean, they didn't look lost every game, and there wasn't much doom and gloom as we thought it was going to be. They were in most games. They either couldn't finish or their inexperience in their youth played a big role in that. Excuse me. Um, but yeah, the Bulls failed to qualify for the playoffs, and now they're getting ready for the draft lottery coming up soon, and the draft in itself, which will be in Chicago this year. So people of Chicago, go out and support. That's all I can say. I don't live there currently. I'm from Chicago, but I currently don't live there. So I wish I could be there. Um, get into a few little points real quickly. Got my notes here, so I hope I can say I did my homework. uh, quickly, let's run down the final stats. I'm trying to get through these quickly. Um, Justin Holiday, 12.2 points per game. Shot 37% from the field, 35% from three. Lauri Markkanen, our outstanding rookie. He finished with 15.2 points per game, 7.5 rebounds, pretty good. Shot 43% from the field, 36% from three. Chris Dunn. Um, I wouldn't say he was injury ridden, or injury plagued, but it was unfortunate that he suffered the injuries he did, especially the one where he hit the floor and he had like something wrong with his teeth or something. I guess that was just really nasty. But yeah, he had a pretty good season. He showed he could be our point guard of the future. Question is, are we going to get somebody behind him to step up? He averaged 13.4 points per game, 6 assists. It's pretty good numbers. 2 steals a game. Shot 43% from the field. Zach LaVine, 16.7 points per game. Shot 38% from the field. Denzel Valentine, 10.2 points per game. I forgot to check how much he shot from the field and such. Robin Lopez, 11.8 points per game. And I believe he had about 4 or maybe 5 rebounds a game average. I have to go back and check. Moving on. Sean Kilpatrick. Another great story. In his small sample size of games, 9 to be exact, 15.4 points per game, shot 44% from the field. And I really hope the Bulls give him a chance next year. He has the talent. He played for the University of Cincinnati, who is a good program in college basketball. So he's not coming from no really garbage program or nothing. So he has the tools, he has the talent. Are the Bulls going to give him a chance full time next year, or have him up and down between the D League and the big time? So we'll see how that goes. David Nwaba, 7.9 points per game, good defender. Can score when needed, but mostly just excellent defender. Cameron Payne, 8.8 points per game, which shocked me because I didn't think he was capable of averaging more than 2. So, whew, wow. Bobby Portis, Mr. Puncheroo. Blessing in disguise, you may say. 13.2 points per game, 6.8 rebounds, shot 47% from the field. Jaren Grant, 8.4 points a game, 6.8 assists. That's pretty good. He shot 42%. Cristiano Felicio. I had huge hopes for him, and he was a real letdown. The Bulls gave him $32 million in free agency this past offseason, and he's been a massive flop. 5.6 points per game, 4.2 rebounds, and it says he shot 59%, but come on. Don't let that fool you. He had a pretty bad season. Antonio Blakeney, another good story. G League Rookie of the Year. He averaged 32 points per game in the G League. I don't care if it's the G League or the NBA. That is freaking amazing. Period. It's not easy to do. Not at all. So I hope to see more of him next season. More of him in the NBA instead of the G League. But of course, I don't have the say in any of that. So we'll see what management has in store for him. Paul Zipser, he had a very bad season as well in terms of play and injuries. He averaged 4 points a game. Noah Vonleh, I forgot to look his stats up. Wasn't very... he showed some promise. He's not a bad player. He's not the best player. He's serviceable, I guess you can say. We'll leave it at that. All right. Well, there's that. Let's see here. Some quick news. The Bulls won the tiebreaker with Sacramento, which puts them in draft position, I want to say, ahead of them, I guess, or something like that. I guess that's because they finished with the same record and they won the tiebreaker, so that gave them the 7th worst record instead of the 6th worst record in the league, as far as the Bulls go. So they also own New Orleans pick, which is now number 22. Let's see, I was reading some from the Chicago Tribune not too long ago, and here it is verbatim. It's not there. These are not my words, from the Chicago Tribune. So here we go. The Bulls and Sacramento each have an 18.25% chance of making it into the top 3 and a 5.3% chance at the number 1 pick. Personally, I don't think it's going to happen, but we can dream, can't we? If neither team or any team from the 8th pick to the 14th pick moves up, the Bulls pick 6. The lowest the Bulls can draft is 9th. So there's that, and take it how you will. It's going to be an important draft, so draft positioning is very important. So pending free agents, Noah Vonleh, Zach LaVine, and David Nwaba. Now, hopefully a deal gets done with LaVine in the offseason, because we need him back, really. Like, he was a big piece in that Jimmy Butler deal, and we really need him back. David Nwaba, wouldn't mind having him back. Noah Vonleh, I don't know. You can probably get someone at his position in the draft, maybe. From what I'm hearing, there's a few big guys coming out that's pretty good, and the Bulls are, I'm sure they're on the Bulls' radar. So, as far as draft things go, I'll cover that at another time. But, like I said, the Bulls had a pretty down year this year, and we can only go up. So, catch you guys next time, and with some more sports talk. Peace.